the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes. Really?
Scouts, welcome back to another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Leigh.
I'm Skin.
And I'm Gode.
And that is Mickus over there.
Hello.
Mickus Films chimes in when we need him. You have probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for a laugh. We Got the Chocolates. That is a win. And I do have a listen to the Chocs to get us started from Dan Crost. That wasn't actually just a first name and then a Lord's name in vain type of situation. His name is Dan Crost. That's a hell of a name.
Yeah.
That is.
One of our saviours.
From Dan Crost. Congrats, Skin, on the new baby. Don't worry, I've got 3 kids and it's only the hardest thing I've ever done. It's also the best thing. What? I absolutely love the show and can't wait to meet the new addition. What about the new subtraction? I feel left out. Come on.
God almighty.
There's not much wrong with that, Skin. If you're going to start the show, start on the right foot is what we always say to you.
Sure.
I thought he was a left footer.
Yeah, actually, coming up, I'll speak about that as well. Well, not coming up. Right now, I'll speak about it.
Yeah.
Left footing? No, we went to the footy on, and Mickus, you will need to help me with this story. We talked, I think, recently. Gode, you said it as like a throwaway line a couple of episodes ago, like how good is kick to kick?
Yeah, because I went with Dom after the game at the Gabba. I can't remember who the Lions beat. They beat him comfortably and we took Dom on the field. It was such good fun.
Which is your son.
little fella.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And you took your little fella around.
This is what I'm getting to. This is what I'm getting to. So you sort of referenced it, so like how good is kick to kick? And I think we were at the end of the segment, so we probably didn't really give it as much explanation and context as we love to do. But yeah, essentially kick to kick happens after a game. The Lions do it. The Suns game we went to on the weekend, they do it. So it's where basically everyone gets to go on the field. Mm-hmm. They take their own footies and they just kick. Like it's genuinely, that's pretty self-explanatory, but they...
Did they put a timer up on at Metricon the other day? I think at the Gabba, I think they said like 20 minutes. They literally put like a countdown timer on. Like you got to get off in 20 minutes basically. Yeah. And
I remember as a kid loving it, right? As like you taking Dom, it would have been great as a kid. But I'm just here to tell you that if you're an adult and you go to a game and you're not going to kick, you are missing out. Because Mickus and I took our footy, and you do spend the majority of the game having a football as an adult is uncomfortable.
Even walking into the stadium, like you would like drop the football and it would like go between people's legs and he's chasing it. I'm like, oh God. Are you 12? Like, do we need to do this? But I'm really glad that he did.
Because so for 4 quarters you're like, oh, I feel like a bit of a loser here. Mm-hmm. And then we've gone on the field and didn't we just put on a clinic? There were like people watching us going like, teach us how to drop punt. We have not missed a target, genuinely, and with 20 minutes of kicking and we would just except for the targets we missed early.
You're lying to our faces, surely.
I actually don't know that I missed a target, genuinely.
I reckon if we had 30 kicks each, I reckon one of them I missed the target and it hit a little kid's head, which I guess was another target.
Yeah. What's more concerning though, I must say, Gode and Skid, you've seen this. We've gone out to the at Lions games and we've been on the field before where we don't have a footy. We're just like, this sucks. What are we doing?
Yeah, and it is chaos. There's balls flying everywhere.
Yes.
Surely people get hit in the head all the time.
Well, the problem is people are out there with full size, like size 5 leather Sherrins.
Yeah, I know.
And there's like
4-year-old kids running around.
And the thing is, they're not doing like 15 metre, like just sort of like tapping passes. They're literally going like full length barrels.
So I'm pleased you brought that up, Gode. Because
what did this fuckwit do?
Would you like to tell Gode just how far we were trying to kick them?
We started short. And we're like, oh man, we are pretty good at this. And it got to the point where you just be like, further.
I'm on the fence.
We were genuinely just bombing them.
Yeah.
Also, at one point, Mickus, so we're out there kicking light to each other probably from 30 metres away. Mickus goes like this, like starts waving for me to come to him. And I was like, mate, I'm not leading. Are you an idiot? Like there's 700 people out there. And also I was like thinking in my head, like, you don't even know anything about Aussie rules football. Like, why would you be telling me to lead? And I was like, no, like signaling back to him, going, no, just kick it to me here. And then he was like, no, seriously, like it started getting really aggressive with his hands.
Lead.
I was like, what is happening? It turned out there was a guy out there that wanted a photo with us.
Leigh's going, no.
I'm on my day off.
So there you go. Kick's a kick. You got to get out there. If you're going to a game, I'm sure they do them everywhere in Australia, potentially. I don't know how it works in the sort of US, UK.
They probably don't have AFL games over there.
Wouldn't have as many.
Did they do it at Marvel when we were down there? I can't.
No,
I don't reckon they did.
Marvel's a bit more protected because it's got the roof.
Oh, and you guys are too busy walking back to your hotel doing a fucking 23-minute walk. That's right.
That's true. Well, actually, we should have done our 45-minute workout as kick to kick.
I would have joined you for that one.
I don't reckon they'd let us on at Marvel. So Marvel, you've got to wake up to yourselves.
Well, they're missing out.
Yeah, consider yourself warned. If we're coming again, there has to be kick to kick.
Would the G do it?
Surely not.
I mean, we've all been on the G to finish half marathons and stuff.
That's true.
So that's probably lost its romance a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. It's not as exciting.
Oh, Skin, that's only you and I that have done that.
I've thrown a frisbee on the G.
Have you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
We were down there like a second 11 2020 tournament, and all 4 days, 3 of the 4 got washed out as fucking.
Oh, you've told this story.
Oh, it was just amazing. But anyway, the Bulls were down there playing at the G that week. So like, oh yeah, we'll go train with them. So we had like a net, whatever. Like, and it was, we better go kick the footy and throw the frisbee on the G. I'm so, well, that's far more exciting than anything I've done this week.
Great. A bit of sporting chat coming up because Olympics on at the moment. So we will get to that. But before we do, joke of the week. Now, I think there's a real strong pattern emerging, which is that we get a lot of emails in and you can leave us, I think on the website, you'll have sort of the form that you can fill in. That's wegotthechocolates.com.au. A lot of the emails start with, this is pretty rogue, but Dave the Brit might love it.
Wonderful.
You sick fuck.
I'm glad we've done that. That's great.
So I'm nervous about sort of some of the ones that we might be getting. But there are 2 options. You can leave them by recording them yourself so you can hear your voice on the podcast, or by leaving them as a written one, which Skim will look after in a second. But the audio form comes from Jeff. He's woken up.
Hey boys, just discovered your podcast. Love it. My name's Jeff. I'm from Canada. Got a little joke for you. What do they do at the bulimic bachelorette party?
Oh.
They watch the cake jump out of the girl. Cheers, boys.
Dave.
Also, what's a prodcast?
Was it a podcast?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That sounds like something I don't want to be a part of.
Dave loved that one as well.
The cattle podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that joke, Dave, to be honest. You've chosen some stinkers. That's up there for me.
It's in the grand final, that one, I
Yeah,
reckon.
it's not my favourite. But thank you very much to Jeff. I'm pleased that you have found the podcast and continue to listen to it despite the fact that we haven't given you a great review. But we're not attacking you. We're attacking Dave.
That's true. All right. And the written one comes from Mark. Did you hear about the guy with 5 penises? His pants fit like a glove.
It's just simple.
I got a good chuckle out of that.
Of course you did.
5 is plenty. We've discussed on the podcast like having 2.
One's fine.
I think we discussed it like having 2 when we spoke about that hypothetical like swapping body parts or something.
Yeah.
But I think we all said don't really need the second. So 5 seems enormously.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't see how 5 could be useful. Like
Counting would be great to count
that's
on.
true. Yeah. I don't think I'm flexible enough to make at least 3 of them productive.
Look like an utters.
Get milked.
And that was Dave the Brit. Dave the Brit told him.
I don't think you had that microphone there, but you've just sort of chimed in.
Anytime anyone says anything too wrong, just blame it on Dave. Oh, Dave.
Fucking hell, Dave, honestly.
Right. Olympic lols I want to get on to. These are some of the things that have made me chuckle and hopefully you guys as well. Just across, I mean, it's a massive trending topic at the moment. The Olympics, well, rightly so. They happen, once every 4 years.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll do some trivia as the game later on as well, just to forward sell that. But yeah, the people are pretty interested in them. I find myself just going home. I've set up the bed in the lounge room just so I can fall asleep watching the Olympics. Quite enjoy it.
Genius.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. I think originally I did it because of the hair transplant.
Do you not have a TV in your room?
No, we don't.
Oh, that hurts.
Must or dust?
Absolute. Couldn't be more of a must.
How wealthy are you?
Go, Mickus.
Well, I was going to say dust, but I've got one. Why do I always do this? Don't worry.
I've barely got a functioning TV in my living room. It hums that thing.
Skins TV switches itself.
That's good. I think I've got 4 TVs at the moment.
Oh,
There's only 4
dust.
members in the house.
Dust.
So good. Fucking incredible. Seriously.
How do you have 4?
My room, lounge room, the kids got a little play area upstairs, and then the spare one, which when I was sick last week, I set that up in the spare room. It was fucking unbelievable.
Nice.
2 seasons of Entourage I watched last week.
That's good effort. You watching In Betweeners yet, Skin?
Nope.
Nice, honestly. All right. Let me get some of this. The Olympic athletes has come out that they pee in the pool. Anyone surprised by that? I've just got an article here that says there's something nasty in the water in at the Paris Olympics, and it's not a shark. It's that the swimmers pee in the pool. And then like direct quotes from athletes saying, I've probably peed in every single pool that I've swam in. Are you surprised by that?
No.
No, not really.
It's because this is sort of like athletes fess up to dirty secret is the heading. And I was just like, I've been in a lot of pools and I kind of know that it's like frowned upon. Like people are like, don't pee in the pool. I remember that sign that was like, welcome to our ool. Notice how there's no pee in it. Please keep it that way. Genius. Which I was found quite funny.
Yeah. And then you hopped in and peed in the pool.
Yeah, but I didn't pee in it. I'm like, well, I'm obviously not listening to that sign. It's like, what are you actually going to do? Get out and go. That's ridiculous, surely. Is it not just socially
Get out and wee into it.
Much weirder to do that.
Surely it's just accepted that everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think if I dived in the pool, I reckon within the space of a minute, I'd need to go to the toilet. It just happens. It's like when water hits you. Because isn't that?
See, that's weird.
No, because people used to make each other wet the bed by like dipping their finger into a cup of water when they were asleep.
Really?
It was a real prank.
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure if you hit the water, you just pee.
I always feel like it's more. Okay, that's. Okay, I don't know how to respond to that, but I always thought it was more the sound of running water that makes you pee. I don't know.
Well, that'd be the Olympics too, Skin.
Yeah.
That's in the
Yeah,
second
well,
week.
that's true.
That's the steeplechase, mate. We're going to water jump.
Okay. But no, I've always been a bit nervous about.
No, that's next week, buddy.
Great. Yeah, great.
Sorry, just excuse me. We're just laughing at our argument. You continue.
No, keep going with your rubbish, mate.
As I was saying, I've always been a bit nervous about peeing in public pools since I think it was the movie Grown Ups where they've got the dye in the pool. And so if you start pissing, it's like very obvious. And I'm that's the only thing I find a little bit surprising. I'm not like if athletes have the option to pee in a pool, obviously you're always going to do it. But I'm a little bit surprised that at that level there's not dye in the pool.
But they couldn't because everyone would be doing it. It would just be purple. It can't look good on TV.
I know, but then you would stop them from doing it.
I don't think they've been doing it during the race either. Like the race would be over too quickly. Unless you're doing like a 1500.
Wow.
that's right.
I wonder if you've got time to think about that while you're racing.
It's like drag reduction. Would it be? It would make you go slower. Wouldn't
No,
it?
it'd make you go faster because you're lighter.
Yeah, you're lighter.
No, but swimming, you want to be more
And you
buoyant.
get that little projectile out the back, pushes you forward. Genius.
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, it's like a propeller.
Yeah,
Little jet stream.
Equal and opposite forces, you know?
I might have to test that out, I think. I'm not sure what exactly. We went through a lot of stuff there. But the other thing was that, remember a couple of weeks, this made me laugh just because of how big of idiots we potentially are. Remember not a long time ago, but there was a podcast recently where we got asked the hypothetical, what would you guys beat Simone Biles at? I was watching the gymnastics last night. I would like to change my answer to nothing.
Yeah. And certainly not gymnastics.
I don't think we ever suggested gymnastics.
No, she is unbelievable. Like all the gymnasts are phenomenal, but she is. I think you're good when I was watching and they were calling other things that other gymnasts were doing. They were calling them the Biles Vault.
I think she's got 7 maneuvers named after.
I thought it was 5, so we'll meet in the middle at 6.
Nah, that's add to Mayo. 9.
And what about on the vault? She did her first vault, and which was awesome, and everyone was like, "Wow, that's great." But it wasn't like people were like blowing up like it was the biggest deal ever. And then the commentator just casually drops, "Oh yeah, she's the first woman to ever do that at the Olympics."
Yeah,
and it was like, that was just a normal thing. Okay.
Commentators play such a big role sometimes. Just a side note, on the weekend I was listening, we were driving down the coast to the footy game. We're listening to the Broncos get belted by the Bulldogs, which go to you.
What a shame. What a tragedy.
The commentator on the radio is like, he's commentated every Bulldogs try in the first half, like genuine excitement, like unbelievable. Reece Walsh scored for the Broncos and he goes, Reece Walsh gets the ball from the scrum. He scored an unbelievable try. That was it. I mean, because look at each other like, wait, so has he scored or not?
He might have been talking through his kick, I reckon, that commentator. Speaking of commentators in the Olympics, did you know that Mark fucking Taylor's commentating the diving?
No, but did you know that Matthew Pavlich is doing the equestrian?
What's actually happening?
Matthew Pavlich is an ex-AFL player. They crossed to him last night for the equestrian. Wait, so Mark Taylor, ex-Australian cricket captain?
Yes, Mark Tubby Taylor, his nickname, of Fujitsu Aircon Hall of Fame. I don't know how many like triple somersaults he's doing, apart from that catch off Michael Bevan.
Where he kicked it up to himself. He's coming down the diving.
He did the diving.
Holy hell. He should get out there and demonstrate. That'd be elite. Imagine that. Wow. So, yeah, Simone Biles. Also, the beam, mate. The beam is
Unbelievable.
Fascinating. Like everything looks unbelievable. The floor, you're kind of like, okay, well, you're going to land on the floor. It's a big target.
That's my least favourite of the apparatus, I reckon.
Yeah, fair. The beam I look at and I'm just like, if we put a line down with electrical tape and I tried to cartwheel and land on that
through the door.
I would go nowhere near it. And these guys are doing backflips and landing on beams. And just, no thanks.
If you asked me to stand on the beam, I'd probably fall off.
It gets me fucking dizzy.
They're flipping. All right, time for one of our favourite segs, nicknames. Used to be sort of more nicknames for workmates, I think is how it started, and now it's fairly general. Do we have a jingle, Lethal?
No, we don't have a jingle. I was just thinking, we've never actually done a jingle for nicknames.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think originally it was like one article that someone sent us and we were like, this is hilarious. So we didn't really think it was going to be like an ongoing thing. And then ever since then, all the Choccies just send nicknames to us.
Okay, all right. Well,
we probably should
throw that on the to-do list, but in that case.
It's getting longer, that list.
Mate, something from Nickelback. Nicknames are back.
Speaking of,
Oh,
allow me to start. From Jordan. I work on the iron ore mines in WA and worked with a bloke everyone called Nickelback. He came across from Nickel and everyone wanted him to go back.
Okay, I've got one from Matthew. My father-in-law told me about a guy he used to work with. He was an air traffic controller and would always spend his time doing the odd jobs in the department. He ended up getting the nickname Stealth because he was rarely seen on radar.
Good. Excellent.
Not happy skin.
I don't know if I've got it.
Because the guy's job was meant to be air traffic controller, so he's meant to spend all the time looking at the radar. But instead he would just go and do odd jobs. Okay. So he was never seen on the radar.
Gotcha.
This one's from Wally. I'm hoping Wally Lewis. Anyway, we'll see.
Probably not.
Probably not, but we'll just see how we go. I work with a bloke by the nickname of George Foon, Phoon. He's a hot mess all over the place. We call him Ty.
Nice.
Typhoon.
I like that.
Mickus, give us one.
All right. One from Ian. Well, two for ex-colleagues of mine. One was called Slumberland. His name is Matt Trace.
Sorry, that took me a moment. That's great.
Oh, no.
You like this one already?
I do.
Okay.
Another was nicknamed... Shit. Sorry. Another was nicknamed Bum Puzzle.
Oh. For what reason?
His name is Anal Mystery.
Oh, my God.
That can't be.
I really did know how to say that.
Wait, what's the spelling? Anal mystery.
Yeah, so anal mystery.
Yeah. It's a bum puzzle.
Oh, God.
Just the bum puzzle is what made me laugh.
Yeah, imagine calling that out just in public.
Okay, all right. That is strong. I once worked with a bloke nicknamed Shopping Trolley because they only worked when pushed.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to say, that's like a workmate one. From Tom, I just started a new job where one of the lads was being called Gargle. Can't be great. Yesterday, I was doing some admin and saw that his last name is D-Spall.
Oh, my
That's
days.
disappointing.
Gargle D-Spall.
Crikey. Yeah. This one's from Ed. We've just had a new general manager start at the cafe I work at who has recently received the nickname Sneaks, short for Sneaky Bacon. Bloke's name's Mr. Cunningham. That's very good.
It's so good because there's
so many layers to it. Just like
it took you so long to kind of explain it. I was like, what is happening here?
how good's bacon, honestly.
And so many people are named Cunningham, so you could be using that nickname.
Snakes.
That's true.
Snakes. That's great. One of my favourites that's ever been. Who sent that in?
Ed.
Well done, Ed.
Yep.
Mickus.
Sorry, I'm already giggling again.
Oh, great.
All right. A mate of mine's dad is called Steve Cockin. Nicknamed is me.
That's not his actual name.
Cockin?
Steve
Cockin.
That could be a last name.
Nickname is me.
Steve Cockin.
Have you got it?
Wait.
Is me cocking.
Oh. Yeah, why did that take me so long?
Well, it took me a long time as well earlier. But
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Crikey. I work with a guy that has a lazy eye. We call him mortgage eyes. One eye fixed, one eye variable.
I think we might have had that before.
Definitely had that.
Very good.
Okay, blame Dave.
That's Dave.
Yes, go.
All right. Well, I've got worked with a guy with the last name Thurkettle. Everyone called him Teapot.
The kettle.
THUR kettle.
That's good. I like that.
This one's from Nathan. I used to work with a bloke who had a condition that left him with one testicle coloured differently to the other.
Well, coloured.
Coloured differently. We call him the Lotto.
Different coloured balls.
That's good. I'd love to know what colour.
Yeah.
How do you end up? What colour do you
I don't know, mate. I didn't ask him.
What colour would you even say that a regulation? Well, you can't say regulation, but like, say for us.
More of a turf guy.
say for us that are Caucasian. Is that the right term? I don't even know what colour you would say our balls are. Beige?
like a pinky sort of colour.
Like a light pink, sort of rose.
Ask Dave. He'll check him out later.
On their skin coloured, if that helps.
But they're the same skin colour, aren't they? So how do you then get one that's a different colour? Does it become another person's skin colour or is it just purple?
It's just the person's skin colour.
I think we should move on.
Yeah.
Always worth considering, I think.
I don't think it is.
Mickus?
I got a bloke who thinks the world revolves around him. Call him Truman.
Nice. Very nice.
Great. I rewatched that recently. Very good.
So good.
One of the mums at my son's school, her sister's nickname is Palsy because her name is Sarah Ball.
No. Nope.
Sarah Ball Palsy?
Yep, no, we got it.
No, we understand, mate. It was just more like the.
It's just that you're not laughing.
No, I was more looking away, so I didn't have to look at you.
Did Disco send you that one?
He did.
That's good. All right, my final one from Matthew. A guy from work's name is Will Iden. Nickname is Seek.
This is my favourite one. There used to be a South African cricket player with the last name Zondeki. They called him All Hands.
It's just brilliant. Just literally can't write that down except for that guy that wrote it down.
The guy that said it, wrote it down pretty blatantly.
He did it quite well, yeah.
All hands on decky.
I'm going to say that from now on. Instead of, I'm going to say all hands on deck. Yeah, it just works.
How often do you say that?
So much.
Especially around here.
Yeah, guys, I need some help out here. All hands on deck.
We need to find out his first name. All hands and then say his first name. A little rhyming slang for it.
I'll work it out.
Oh, anyway. Boys, 75 hard. So I thought I'd check in with you guys, seeing as you guys are the one that are, we'll say, participating in the challenge. And the reason why I bring this up, I got a message from our great mate over there last Saturday.
That's Mickus.
That is Mickus over there. And it was actually a photo of him at the racetrack. Oh. The horses down at the Gold Coast. All I said was like one of us, beautiful, because I'm pumped. I'm loving the fact he was at the races. Great place, Gold Coast Turf Club as well, if anyone wants to have me there for anything, any event. I don't care what it is.
Random Monday walkthrough.
Just a Wednesday midweeker. That's all right. But no, anyway, so he sent me a photo of that. We got to chat and then he sent me a photo of a white can of the White Claw variety. So I thought I'd check.
People.
Wonderful people.
Amazing. I've never heard a bad word said about them. So what I thought I'd do, I thought I'd check in with you guys and just see how the old 75 days hard is going.
Okay.
I think what you've got to remember
Yeah, nice.
Andy did always say day 53 was a roster day off, and you can have you get a couple of roster days off in 75 day hard.
Andy being the guy that started the challenge.
Not me. If it's my challenge, you get all 75 days off.
What's his name? We keep calling him Andy Dufresne. It's not that.
No, we don't. That's just you.
Okay, then what's
Andy
the other?
Frizella.
Andy Sandberg.
Nope, again, wrong.
Who is he?
Andy Frizella or Frizella.
Oh, it's Tyson's brother, obviously.
Yeah. That's him.
Frizella. Yeah, so he Yeah, I don't know if he would be big on his RDOs.
Nah, he's genuinely like, if you in the podcast episode where he explains it, he says if you eat one chocolate chip, you fail, you have to start again. So no, absolutely
This is
no.
why the whole thing's
anyway,
fucking
Gode,
shit.
That's not anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why there's so many grey areas because he's not very explicit about it.
Yeah.
We're fine.
See, he spoke about chocolate chips, but not White Claws.
And white chocolate chips, would they be different?
What do you want us to do?
Like if you're not going to go through every single one, then Mickus, he leaves us at sea, doesn't he?
You did say he didn't mention White Claws, but he does say no alcohol for 75 days.
That doesn't ring a bell.
The thing that's an issue, though, I think the thing that's an issue is like Brisbane, right? Lovely place, nice temperature in the winter.
Wonderful.
Incredibly windy recently for some reason. And there's strong winds, strong gusts of wind. So in that scenario, like I wasn't there with Mickus, but what I can only assume is that very strong westerly.
Usually.
Very strong westerly. White Claw was on someone else's table, opened, blew into his hand.
Literally missed my hand straight into my mouth. Oh my gosh. Should we go back to where that all started, really? The gust of wind.
Yeah, we should probably recap the gust of wind. So in answer to your question, I would not feel comfortable. I'm still checking off my days.
You are an idiot.
So this is where I had
You
the
ate a
great.
cookie 5 minutes before we started recording.
That was an
But
accident.
That's a cheap snack, not a cheap meal.
My favourite thing was because Skin at the 2 weeks ago said, I'm banking this roster. It was your brother-in-law's wedding.
Yeah.
And they had a wonderful craft beer on tap. And I said, well done, mate. That is a fucking great decision. Right? Outstanding. Mickus sent me the photo of the White Claw. I said, oh, well, good, mate. He's like, oh, like, how are you going to tell Leigh? He's like, oh, no, Leigh's already failed. I said, what do you mean Leigh's already failed? Oh, well, he got a hair transplant, so he couldn't run.
That is true. Yeah. So that's well, you're meant to do two workouts
pretty much
a day.
the same thing,
You're meant to do 2 workouts a day, and I can currently do 0 in 2 weeks.
Well, I'll be honest. So I got to the races. My plan was, not going to drink. But then I was like, you know what? I know that Skin's drinking today. So Andy actually wouldn't be mad if I also drank on the same day.
We're jumping around a little bit here. If I can summarize, we definitely none of us have achieved 75 hard. We'll never get to the end and say we've done it. I paid for the app. That's why I'm still marking off the days.
That's a tax write-off now.
But can I just say that we actually had significant issues, Cody, very early doors when we were away for Chip Trip in Melbourne. I think you'll find, because again, I'm not sure that Andy Sandberg, Defran, Frizella would have really liked the fact that we ate 8 kilograms of hot chips. It was during 75 hard, but we kept saying it's for work, so it doesn't count.
and a double smash burger and a pistachio cookie.
Wasn't our fault.
Okay, the pistachio cookie was actually just the wind, though. That was unlucky.
It was light. It was so fluffy and light. It just blew straight into my mouth.
So these are the issues we've had.
Yeah.
A, for work. For work has been used quite a bit. If it's for work, it hasn't counted. Strong wins, we didn't account for, and Andy doesn't account for in his podcast when he's telling you about. Well, actually,
He kind of does.
Andy definitely spoke about running in tornadoes.
yeah, but not eating in tornadoes. That's where he went wrong.
You idiot,
forgot
Mitchell.
about the fucking cookies in the tornadoes.
So
Oh my God.
There's also a lot of grey areas we've found the longer that we've done it around, particularly the longer that we've done it, but the longer that we've done it poorly. There's been a lot of grey areas.
My favourite line was Mickus tucking into a fucking almond croissant and saying, yeah, pick a diet, Andy.
Seriously, though, he doesn't give you a diet. He says don't eat chocolate chips and pick your own diet.
He says pick your own diet, and then we're just like, well, which one? We don't know. We're confused.
I said that a month ago and you guys all laughed. Oh, no, you got to be healthy. You got to be healthy.
Yeah,
The
and you
whole
do.
thing's a fucking joke.
Anyway, we've still, I think between us, we've lost 30 kilos
That's
between
great.
the three of us.
That is true.
I had you on my winners list.
Yeah. Oh, you've got a list.
I've got a
Sorry.
list. Winners, you guys for getting healthier. Wonderful. Disco out first, so he's been freer for longer.
Honestly, that could be debatable.
If you're going to the letter of the law, I think we were out before.
We just didn't tell him.
We just refused to tell him.
I'm obviously a winner for not having to do it. The listeners are now winners for now not having to listen to about it.
Oh, they will.
Yeah.
Except for this whole 7-minute segment.
Losers, obviously you guys for failing. And then I'm also a loser for having to listen to it every Monday for the last 6 weeks. The absolute dribble coming out of your mouth.
Well, the good news for you is I'm on day 62 today, so you've only got another 13 days of
Excellent.
But also, I started again after the races, so I'm actually on day 9.
Do you want to come for a beer this weekend? Absolutely.
The one thing I haven't done is having a beer.
Yeah.
I actually still 62. 62 days. Oh, and I've read every day. So I've done 75 meter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mild to moderate.
75 flass.
Oh.
It's fine.
We do love to finish with a game, and there's Olympics going on at the moment, as you know. You're aware. It's, well, as we're recording this, it's definitely, I think we're day 3 or something, maybe.
It's hard to avoid.
Yeah, very hard to avoid. So therefore, you need to know stuff about the Olympics, which is why we're doing Olympic trivia, or as I like to call it, Olympic O'Trivia Rodriguez as the segment name.
That's good.
Stretchy.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
Happy with that?
We get to use this segment once every 4 years. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. Yeah. Well, no, we recently did, because we do You're Quizzed, Gode. That's sort of trivia against a listener, but a little bit harder to sort of bring together stuff if we've had a busy day.
We're busy.
Yeah, exactly. So today it's just you guys trivia against each other, because we still want to practice. In case anyone invites us to another trivia night, we don't come second last. That would be nice. That would be good. So we're practicing our trivia in this segment. Now, obviously, you buzz in. Can you test your buzzers, please? Skin,
Albert,
Gode,
Barley.
Mickus. I think I said all your names at the same time you said your buzzers. That's good. But anyway, here we go. There are 5 questions. That's all I've prepared, so that's probably not great. But buzz in.
can do.
And answer them. Question 1. Usain Bolt shattered which 2 records in 2008?
Barley.
I've got a Godel. What were they?
He broke the 100-meter world record.
Yes,
and then
he
he
did.
broke the 200-meter world record.
That is correct. What about the 300?
Probably would have broken that too. I imagine.
I did the 300 meter race. I should bring that in.
Champion of 200 takes on the champion from the 400
In a 300.
in a 300.
That would be cool to
that's
watch.
Oh my gosh, that's a sick idea.
That would be sick.
Why
Let's
do they
just
not
call
do
the
that?
Olympics.
We may as well just head over there now.
Yeah,
They could get it organised before the end of
That's
the Olympics.
sick.
I really like that. I think it's stupid that they haven't done that.
Yeah, and it's not an open entry either. It's like if you're the champion of the 200, it's a match race against the champion of the 400.
Yeah, they're the only.
That's it.
That's the only mode of qualification.
Correct.
And it's 1v1.
Correct.
It's very good. Anyway, Gode, I think you're leading 1-0.
Mhm.
But I'm going to need everyone to go well here, so all hands on decky. This works perfectly. All right. Which country has the most Olympic gold medals?
Bali.
That is Bali
China.
in first, and China is wrong.
Go to US of America.
It is the United of the States.
I really need to find Zondecki's first name.
Skin, you want any bonus? I'll give a bonus point to the person that has the closest guess to how many that is.
Barley.
No, I think everyone's doing
Yeah,
it.
everyone's going to go. I'm just closest to the pin.
Is it for every single Olympics combined?
Correct. Well,
Wow.
except for this one.
Yeah.
And golds.
And gold
I have
medals.
no idea. I'm going to say 978.
Okay.
324.
Nice.
1,212.
Oh, great. Now I have to do freaking maths. The correct answer is 1,022. It feels like Skin's closer.
Hell yeah.
The skin's closer.
Yeah. Nice. Well done, Skin. Bonus point
Mickus
for
only
you.
just missed that one.
300. That's at this Olympics.
Yeah, that wasn't great. How many does the leading, like, usually the.
I feel like they're normally around 100 medals.
I thought it was a bit more.
What?
I thought it was like sort of like 60 gold, 70
Oh
gold.
my
sort of shit.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
right,
well,
okay.
no, well, yeah,
So
no.
they've
Can I
had-
change my answer?
So the Americans have only been to 5 games, according to Mickus.
Oh, geez, that is good from him.
All right. I've got you all at 1. All on 1.
Probably
Just
should
Skin
have
did a little
been on.
bonus one.
think
No, you got. Didn't you get? No, you got China wrong. Sorry. Go to your 2. Skin at 1. Mickus at 0. That's a shame. All right. Question 3. Which host city planned to hold the 2020 Summer Olympics?
Godel, Tokyo.
That is indeed. No.
Wait, what was
That
the
was
question?
correct. It was Tokyo, yeah. Summer Olympics, but had to delay it in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tokyo.
It is Tokyo, yeah. Well done. Mickus, no points for you. With question 4, with 28 medals, who is the most decorated?
Michael.
Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think I heard Mickus say Michael, which is not his buzzer.
Yeah. He was loud.
Phelps.
It is Michael Phelps. Well done.
He was just saying the answer. He was just
That is
saying
what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I forgot to say the barley
Oh,
thing.
right. I thought you were saying your name.
Well, I
Okay.
also was.
1 to Mickus, 1 to Skin, 2, 3 to Godel. So this is double points, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Now,
Double points will get us a tie.
this is the easiest question of all time. So I'm going to read it backwards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so blank revolutionised the technique of what Olympic event at the 1968 Games? Dick
Godel.
Fosbury.
Godel. It's the high jump.
It is the high jump. That's the Fosbury flop.
Yeah, that's good. I jumped in straight away to say Simone Biles, so I'm glad.
Did you high jump in though?
Or did you long jump?
Well done, Godel. I mean, no surprises. You've dominated there.
And we've come up with a new Olympic event.
We have. Yeah. That's a very successful segment. Maybe one of our best. The Fosbury flop, I think, is a great, like, it fascinates me. If you go back to 1968, Skin, how old were you in 1968?
Negative 29.
Right. So from your memory, everyone was just doing scissored. Everyone was doing scissors.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, and they weren't getting very high. Those fools.
Yeah, exactly. Genuine.
I remember well.
Everyone was just, we've lost Dave because the word scissor came up, obviously.
Oh, no, I think he was talking about flop.
Those two things together.
Can you?
It's hard to get the two in once, you know.
Rarely seen in the same sentence. Anyway, yeah, so it fascinates me that some blokes just come up with a completely different technique.
Here's a question.
A different technique to flop, is that what you're saying?
He's come up with the...
Could someone do that again? Because that's what I was thinking is, we might have said we could beat Simone Biles at high jump back on those episodes a few weeks ago, thinking that she's quite short. But is there anything stopping her from just running in and round-offing as high as she likes?
No.
I'd still say she'd beat us, but by doing that anyway.
I think she should jump over the bar for sure.
A cartwheel into a backflip and she would still beat us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She would get very high if she was allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Is there anything stopping her from just inventing a brand new technique?
You can get over it however you like, I reckon.
Can you?
I don't know if
I think
that's
there would
true.
have to be more rules. We can check that. We're not going to check that out now. We've still got Dave laughing over there. So unless we ask him to do something. Yeah, I don't know, Skin. But imagine if she just she'd clear it pretty easy if she just brought that little vault thing over.
Yeah. I think that put that next to the high jump. That could get you disqualified.
Hold on. Okay, side note. If we had the vault, she had no vault, do you reckon we'd get over the bar?
Yeah. We'd beat
Is
her.
that the spring thing?
Yeah, springy.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, we'd get over higher and we'd break our necks.
Yeah, I was going to say,
right
that
around
would
the ground.
scare me so much being that high. I'm going to try the beam this week.
Yeah.
Not sure how.
We should just go to Chandler.
Yeah.
I think there's a gym out there.
Okay.
I don't know if you can just walk in.
We can do whatever we like. You're in for an X.
Oh, my gosh. Sorry. We haven't had many jingles this ep. Is this the first jingle?
Great finger work, mate. Excellent.
You're in for an X. Yeah.
Someone will read it next.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's a good one. Nah, internet.
It's songwriting 101.
Just beautiful. Beautiful. And it is Olympic themed. I've got two of them this week too. 2 X's.
Great.
All right. 2 X's. Yeah.
Kathleen was your first girlfriend.
Yeah, well, pretty close. Anyway. All right. First tweet from Franklin Leonard. All it says is, why is Australia so good at swimming? And Kathy responded, well, one of our prime ministers drowned, so now we're just all paranoid.
Wait, who drowned?
Harold Holt.
Oh, that's what's called the Harold Holt. Haven't we spoke about that before? Doing the Harold Holt is bolting, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, and the second one, I sent this to you last night, Lethal.
Very good.
You got a good chuckle out of it. Tweet from Danny. Surely one of these blokes has an unfair advantage on the water. And it's a photo of 2 blokes doing the rowing. One of them's named S. Cruz and the other one named J. Christ.
You could actually argue that both are quite well suited to the water.
Tom's brother and Jesus.
As a cruise ship is going pretty well, but then Jesus just starts walking on it.
Oh, dear. Turned into wine.
That is fantastic. Rightio, that's another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast complete, and we would love to give you, Skim, it's just one bit of homework normally, isn't it? But first, obviously, if you want to get in touch with us, we'd love to hear from you at We Got the Chocolates. Wherever you are on social media, send us a message there. We'll get to it eventually.
Absolutely. And then if you're listening on Apple, if you could give us a follow, that would be lovely. I think we're nearly at 20,000 follows on Apple, so a couple more to hit that little goal would be nice. And you might as well leave us a rating and review if you haven't already as well. We're nearly at 600. So
Yeah, get those numbers up.
exactly, rookie numbers.
Nice. Remember to get out and have a chinwag with a few of your mates this week. If you're doing that, you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We love having you here. We'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that's Tom's. Love you.
Love you.